The gatekeeping of democracy, how the system silences political innovation, by Wendell, leader of the Emergence Party. Democracy is supposed to be a system where all voices can be heard, where new ideas are given the chance to compete, evolve, and shape the future. But what happens when the system itself prevents new voices from entering the conversation? What happens when bureaucratic barriers, corporate silence, and media blackouts ensure that only the established political elites get to be heard? That is exactly what is happening to me and the Emergence Party, a party that already has policies, laws, and a vision for Australia's future, but is being blocked at every level. This is not just an inconvenience for me. It is a fundamental flaw in our democracy, one that affects every Australian. 1. The impossible process of registering a political party. Australia's political system claims to be open and democratic, but the reality is that registering a new political party is designed to be nearly impossible. To register a party, I would need 1,500 verified supporters, each providing their full details and signatures. A legally compliant party constitution, a formal structure, officers, and financial compliance system before even being considered. This process favors established parties and makes it impossible for emerging political movements to gain official recognition. The system expects ordinary citizens to navigate a legal and bureaucratic maze, one that requires money, legal expertise, and mass mobilization before even being allowed on the ballot. I have already written policies, laws, and reforms, yet the system refuses to recognize them because I don't have 1,500 verified citizens backing me up. Does that mean my ideas don't matter? Does that mean policy should only be written by those who already hold power? This is gatekeeping on a national scale. 2. Media and tech corporations are silencing me. If registering a political party is impossible, then surely I should still be able to spread my ideas online, right? Wrong. YouTube refuses to suggest my videos to new viewers, even though my content is publicly relevant and policy-driven. Google is not indexing my blog, making it impossible for people to find my political writings. Facebook won't accept my posts, blocking me from engaging with potential supporters. My paid advertisements are not gaining subscribers, meaning even when I spend money, my message is not reaching people. Mainstream media in Australia is ignoring me, even though my policies directly affect every citizen. Even the Prime Minister refuses to respond to my concerns. I have contacted every major media outlet in Australia, and the response has been complete silence. If democracy relies on an informed public, why is a political leader with real policies, laws, and a vision for Australia's future being ignored? What does it say about freedom of speech when a political movement cannot even pay for its voice to be heard? This isn't just about me. This is about the invisible walls that prevent new political movements from rising. 3. The system is designed to preserve the status quo. Let's be honest. The system does not want change. It wants the same two-party cycle to continue indefinitely. It wants power to remain in the hands of those who already have it. It wants new political movements to die before they can even gain traction. That is why the registration process is impossible. Big tech won't allow new political ideas to spread. Mainstream media will not cover movements that challenge the system. Even paid advertisements are blocked from reaching new audiences. This is not a democracy. This is a system of controlled narratives where only those who play by the rules of the establishment are allowed to participate. 4. This affects every Australian. I am not just fighting for my voice to be heard. I am fighting for every Australian who feels ignored, unheard, and powerless. What if you wanted to start a political movement? You would face the same barriers. What if you had policies that could improve the country? No one would hear them. What if you tried to reach the public? The system would silence you. This is not just about me. This is about our right to a fair and open democracy. The Emergence Party was built on the idea that new ideas should have a chance to compete, grow, and shape the nation. But if the system refuses to allow that, then we are not living in a true democracy. We are living under an illusion of choice. 5. What needs to change? We need serious reforms to break down these barriers and restore true democratic participation. Abolish the 1,500 supporter requirement for new parties to be recognized. Make party registration simpler, fairer, and accessible to all Australians. Break up big tech's control over political visibility. YouTube, Google, and Facebook should not control who gets heard. Ensure that independent political movements have fair access to media coverage. Enforce a response requirement. Political leaders like the Prime Minister should be obligated to respond to public concerns. If democracy is real, then we must fight for a system that allows new political movements to emerge, not one that crushes them before they begin. Final thoughts. I will not be silenced. Despite everything, I am not stopping. The Emergence Party exists, even if the system refuses to recognize it. My policies, laws, and reforms exist, even if no one in power will acknowledge them. My message will be heard, even if big tech and mainstream media try to silence me. The fight for a truly open, emergent democracy has already begun. If you believe in new ideas, fair representation, and a system that works for the people, then support this movement. They can ignore me, but they cannot ignore us forever. Stay informed. wendellsdiary.com. Join the movement. Speak up. Demand change.